Okay, we're live. Hello, everyone. Sorry for the late start today. I'll only be 30 minutes, so we'll end roughly around 11:08. Today, I'm just gonna call my REI reply, and they're gonna be my D leads. My D leads are people who have already softened up and are open to the idea of renting for an amount of time and then selling at the end of the term. So let's go ahead and get that started. I already had my warm-up session call.
Tell them that you were able to get a contract before you sent it. Open door.
So funny story, I was able to get a contract this morning. He agreed to the terms, agreed to the numbers. But this was a Craigslist ad. And once we got the full address from Craigslist, we ended up finding out that it's listed on Zillow with a brokerage, and it's a trust fund property. So that would have been nice to know in the first 5-minute phone call.
You only spent 3 minutes on it, so it's not bad. It's a follow-up.
That's true. Okay. Let's start calling. Hey, Greg, this is Cristina. I had texted you right now earlier today. I'm doing well, and yourself? Good. So I am an investor, and I just want to put that out front. And we are going to be wanting to rent for 12 months and then selling at the asking price. Is that still something you want to move forward with today? No? Okay, awesome. Not a group, no, just myself. Thank you. Got that. No, straight up front. Lovely.
Just remember, when you get that first no, it's good. So you say. So you're saying that even if we offered you full price, this is something you consider. You want to give him that hook.
Okay, so you think I cut him off too quick this time? Yeah. Okay. I'll pass it along to someone in the group because I'm pretty sure they'll be able to do something with that.
This is Bill.
Hi, this is Christina. We were texting earlier today.
Cristina, we were texting earlier today regarding
The house on Verdana Way. Veranda. Veranda Way.
Veranda. Okay, yeah.
Okay, great. Sorry about that.
What Veranda Way is the house where I have on the list.
Okay, and you said that you are currently living there, right?
In another week, we're going to move out. We have another house we're supposed to move stuff over there.
Okay.
And we left our furniture in one of the stages, but we're getting ready to move over.
Okay, great. Oh man, that must be. Are you guys moving it yourselves or getting a moving company? Because furniture is heavy.
We already have most of our furniture over.
Oh, okay.
So we were going to leave this stage. So tell me what your thoughts are as far as what you're looking to do.
Okay. So we are wanting to do the 1 year term and then buying at the end of the year. Is that something you'd be comfortable with?
Potentially, yeah.
Potentially. Okay. And like I said in the other text, I am a landlord investor and looking for my next project. We are able to do the full price on your house. If you don't mind me asking, is there anything that's stopping you from wanting to rent it out or?
Well, because we bought a bigger house and it has a bigger mortgage, we were going to sell this, get our equity, and refinance the other.
Oh, I see.
That was our plan.
Okay.
But I've got my Noelle and I currently we got married last year.
Oh, congratulations.
And I had my house. Yeah, thank you. I had my house. She had her house. We bought a house together. That's the one we're moving into. I've already sold my house in Meridian.
Okay.
And this is her house. And so I used all my equity to buy the other house, but it's got a big payment and we want to refinance it. So if we don't sell this one, we could rent it out and then put it on the market next year. When you tell me you're an investor, are you going to move here and live here and rent it, or are you going to rent it out to somebody else?
No. So the way it would work is that we would have a family move in and they're going to be paying you the rent. And then they will be buying the house at the end of the year.
How do we know if these people qualify?
We pre-screen them and make sure that they're to have good income, good background, and cross all our T's and dot all our I's. And of course, you would get the final say of who would be moving into the house.
And would we have a buy-sell agreement in place that executes a year later, or is it just they have the option to buy?
They would have the option to buy.
Yeah, see, I'm not interested in that.
Okay.
They either want to buy it a year later, rent it, or if they're just going to rent it and then think they're going to have an option, then that leaves me hanging, and I'm not going to do that.
Okay. Then if that's the case, then we can definitely do a lease purchase instead of a lease option. Would that make you feel more comfortable?
Yeah, lease with a purchase. And when I text you about down payment, when people put a down payment and they don't follow through, then I would keep the down payment. That tells me they're pretty serious.
Okay.
So some people, instead of just buying right now, they want to rent it for a year and then they would buy it a year later for whatever reason. Maybe they're selling a house in California and they want to get out. That makes sense to me, but it doesn't make sense to me to rent this house out and then a year later we find out they want to move out and we don't have it sold and we have to start all over again.
Yeah, I can see how that would be a pain. All right, so we'll just go ahead and do it with the lease purchase, move forward with the lease purchase then at the end of the year. Is there anything else that you would like to discuss? I mean, I'm assuming that you would have to speak with your wife about her house, right?
Right.
And
she just left, but we we talked about doing something different, so I'll talk to her and see when I have money.
Okay. And when would be the best time to have both of you on the line so it's not so much back and forth between all of us?
How close am I to what?
When would be a better time to speak to all parties involved in the house, just so we don't go back and forth? And
So yeah, I'm retired, so I have plenty of time.
oh, that's
Anytime
nice.
is good for me.
Okay. And what about your wife?
She still works, so
Okay.
but she works from home 5 days a week, so it's pretty.
Okay. Then if it's too much of an inconvenience for your wife, would she be able to speak with me during her lunch break, or so that we both have a solid time when we can all speak together?
Yeah, when you say all, who's all? Is it the other party that wants to buy through the lease purchase?
No, it's you, your wife, and I. Just so that we're all on the same page and nothing gets misunderstood, or if your
Yeah.
wife has a concern that you might want to bring up to me, I can just answer to her on the spot.
And your name is Cristina?
Cristina, yes, sir.
Cristina. So Cristina, the people haven't even looked at our house yet. How do you know they even like it?
Well, sir, I need to find the people before we go ahead and get that part done.
Yeah, you know, I currently have the house listed with a realtor for sale.
Oh, I see.
Are you aware of that?
I was not. Thank you for letting me
said
know.
You found it on Zillow. It's on Zillow. I had it on Zillow for sale by owner, and now I have it listed with a realtor.
Oh, I see. Okay, and how long is...
So I'm not going to be signing with another realtor.
Oh, no, we don't want that either. Yeah, then this not might work out for either one of us. Is your realtor exclusive?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll go ahead and contact you back in, uh, is your contract more than 3 months?
I can cancel with her. I've done business with her for 30 years, but she currently has the listing, and it's a 3-month, 90-day listing. And
Okay.
but if I told her I want to take it off the market, I can take it off the market and I can rent it out.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to step on anybody's toes. And I want to make sure that you and your wife are comfortable with that.
Yeah, what I would look at is I would look at, you know, I would rent it out for about $2,600 a month. That's what Southeast Boise's going for.
Okay.
They would probably have to give me a pretty decent down payment to show they're serious about buying it. So I don't wait a year to find out they're just going to walk.
Okay.
And if they want to buy it, we do the lease to purchase with a down payment, and then we let them rent it for the year and then finish it up next summer.
How much of a down payment were you thinking with your wife?
What do you think's fair? Is 5% fair?
I'll go ahead and let you and your wife discuss that. I don't want to input something and it not make sense for both of you. So I'll just go ahead and follow up with you then.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. Then I'll go ahead and follow up with you in let's see.
Christina, are you a licensed realtor?
No, I'm not.
You're just an investor.
Correct.
I guess I don't understand why you're an investor when someone else is trying to buy it. What are you getting out?
I do put my fee on top of the people who would be moving into the house, but
Hello?
hello? I'm sorry. Were you able to hear me?
Hello, I lost. No, I lost you after you said you put your fee into the price.
Oh, I was about to say, would that make you uncomfortable? We don't charge you a penny.
Well, again, no, I don't care. You're not charging me a penny. I don't care how you do it.
Okay.
As long as when you put a deal together for me, that my deal doesn't fall apart.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't want to postpone a sale
Of
and
course.
have it fall apart because it wasn't put together properly.
Of course. That's completely reasonable. And then that's why the lease purchase
That's
would
why I would
work.
do a lease. That's
Exactly.
why I would do a lease purchase. They could rent it for a year, and then they turn around. They have to give me a down payment at the beginning,
Okay.
and then they would complete the sale a year later and close out the loan. Close
Yeah.
out our loan.
Yeah, that sounds exactly what we want to try to
Okay.
do.
If you can find somebody who wants to do that, then I want to talk. If we can't find somebody who wants to do that, then we're wasting our time.
Yeah, it seems that we wouldn't be able to do that on our own because we would need a contract with you. But if you're not wanting to,
Correct.
right, because I'm not a real realtor, I can't do that on my own. That's why the contract would be.
You cannot, or you can.
I can't do that without a contract. That would be illegal of me because I don't own the property.
Right.
And because the realtor does have their certificates and all that jazz to market, we wouldn't be able to market without your permission to move forward. And to do that, you would have to cancel with your realtor. So I'll let you and your wife discuss and see if that's something you guys want to move forward with. If not, it's completely okay to tell me no.
Okay. All right, we'll do it.
All right, awesome. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
So I rambled too much, I explained too much, and it got messy.
Why do you think that happened?
Once he asked me, are you a realtor? I went back into explaining mode and I gave too much of myself to him.
Okay, so you remember that key word that you just kind of brushed off in the beginning of the call?
Which one?
Potentially.
Oh,
So
he wasn't even a hard yes.
So you don't need to explain anything to anybody.
Okay.
You just need to get the upfront commitment. And before you went to explainer mode, I think something you work on is like don't say that you can do something for them.
Mm-hmm.
Just reconfirm. Okay, is this still something you want to be able to do today? Because you didn't get that. So
I didn't even ask that question.
Yeah.
So
I think in your mind you're thinking like, if you explain to this person, then you can get a commitment.
right.
But you're supposed to get the commitment first, then
And then
you can
right.
negotiate and explain earlier. And getting a commitment is like, well, can we do something today or can we do something tomorrow?
Okay.
Okay, so if we were able to do something today, what would that look like? What numbers are you looking for? What does the contract look like? Okay, so let's say I could do that for you, could put that in the agreement, could do this for that. What happens at XYZ time? That's all you need to do.
Okay.
And then if they want you to explain stuff, it's like, you can just say, sure, I can answer that for you. Definitely want to answer that for you. But curious, why would you want to know the answer to that question? I mean, you must have asked that for a reason, right? How can I better explain that for you? I don't want to keep talking and rambling because I get into a habit of doing that. I'm sorry. I want to understand your question a little bit more before I answer your question.
Okay.
That also helps you from rambling.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go on to the next one.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
This caller sent me a voice message, but didn't text me back or anything like that. So it's pretty much a
Hello,
call.
Craig.
Hi, Craig. This is Christina. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. We had texted you on the 23rd. You had given me a call, but I couldn't open the voice message.
Oh, okay. Yeah, basically, I just sort of wanted to touch base with you. I put this thing on Zillow a while back. I got some scam calls, stuff like that, you know.
Oh, okay.
And scam text actually, and so well, the people I asked them wouldn't call me to discuss this personally, and they don't want to do that. You know, they've got the one guy said, "I don't speak good English," or anything like that. But
Oh no. Oh, okay. Okay. I get you, Craig. But were you interested in even doing the rent for a year and then selling it to asking? Was that a possibility, or do you just call everyone?
Well, the deal is, we had two ideas.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
so I used one of her home sellers, people are really successful at home. And so I'm actually really surprised down to 7-9 just because of what's really too much activity. And so I'm planning on throwing my business as well and retirement. So,
Oh, congratulations.
well,
Wait. So,
the bad part about let's say I sell my business and that would be one part considering things like you've got in mind. But the fact is, if you have to build a home, when I get over to Miami, my moving group,
okay.
and what about the property take it? So I've got other properties. Well, I currently have properties in 4 states. So really planning on building this one in Wyoming. Then I already have the capital and Minnesota fishing property.
Oh, nice.
But so I kind of got a little bit of a feel like I don't want to take any money to anybody.
Okay.
You know, type of thing. And that's kind of my situation. What's really your situation?
I am an investor and landlord, so I would be doing this not for my own, but I would be finding a family who'd be able to lease it out for a year and then buying at the end. Is that something you're comfortable with?
Well, I've been approached on that idea more than once.
Okay.
As far as and present that exact same kind of deal. And you know, there's just not enough of a guarantee there for me to be perfectly honest with you. I need to kind of feel them up again because, you know, say look at this, I was exception well, and basically one time I bought a house, I don't buy houses and properties for homes. I like raw land.
Mm-hmm.
And do what I want with it. But one time I bought this property, kind of presented to me, and it was really a pretty, it was too good about that. So I bought this thing, and the part that made it so good was that the people that wanted was a company called Kinderhaven.
Okay.
And they're the money for the state of Idaho to take care of kids that are kind of coming out of troubled homes.
Okay.
But they don't have an adoption home set for them or a foster home yet.
Oh, I
So
see.
they go there, it's kind of an in-between place. And it was a pretty, kind of like that idea. I mean, I'm soft-hearted. But they were willing to offer me a 5-year lease. And they gave me a range of price from, say, this to that.
Okay.
I decided to go along with it. So I went ahead and I said, we'll take the lowest at the low end of your scale, just because I want to help you guys out. And it's still plenty for me. And let's go for it. We got 2 years into it, and they decided to breach the contract on it.
Okay.
And
So what I'm hearing is what I'm hearing that your main concern is that it won't be um bought at the end of the term. And 5 years is quite a bit of a long time for things to change. So um that's why we propose a year so that they can buy at the end. If we changed it from an option to purchase, a lease purchase instead, would that make you more comfortable to do something today?
Well, does that mean that then the people would actually be committed to
Correct.
the lease agreement?
Correct.
And and that gets more enforceable. Um, the other people are called, they were basically saying it would be a lease with an option to buy. At the end of the and they said that people they deal with are typically people that can get a loan, but they're in the process of that's kind of
Yeah. Yeah, of course. And the lease purchase is of course a little bit more binding. So that would, and then we're only doing it for a year, so you wouldn't have to repeat um your past on that. Was that your only concern on that, or
well,
okay? Oh, it's beautiful.
people really screw the place over.
Of course.
It's just stuff that came from the
Mm-hmm.
and people just didn't meet their end of the deal, and then so the other thing is when you rent slash lease something or something, they don't have a clear rental. That's the interest, to take care of the property, right? Especially if you're going through it knowing that they're going to try to get out of the deal after a year.
Oh yeah.
Then if they don't want to, they don't want to get out, then you got to go through the eviction process, time consuming, on and on and on. You know what I mean?
Man, you have some you have some past very bad experiences, huh? I'm so sorry you had to go through that. If you ever had to go through the eviction with the 2 year lease as well, the 5 year lease that you did. But the people that we try to work with in general is just people who want to own a home and stop paying rent in apartments or stop paying rent in the home in total. So that's why they want to do the year and buy at the end. So then that's why the lease purchase would be come in play. And if you would feel more comfortable with having renter's insurance in place during that 1 year, we can do that as well.
Well, I still don't know.
Okay.
The only way it possibly would work would be if I sold my business, on my business,
Okay.
it's very viable business, and I want to do owner carry for you, really. I don't want to start out with the tax increase
Mm-hmm.
and plus you know what I mean? And then we can also fix the interest rate on at the time that the purchase is made, because in this environment, I mean, Thursday they're going to jack it up another like 3/4 to 1 point, and so think about that. 6% on home loan. So what's to say if it is not another 2 points? There's no way in the world that they can afford to take out a mortgage. They can't do it. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
So
Well,
I just feel that one that our economy is really going down the rapid pretty fast.
oh yeah.
I really like to sell the home and stuff like that. If I can't sell it, we're losing money to be here until the next presidential election cycle, and probably 2 years after that.
Okay.
It's going to take that long to get straightened out again.
Okay.
But,
Well,
the only way that something considering like this would be if the party put down a chunk of money, something was their best, really best at that point. So there was, most people didn't want to buy a house. Didn't they have some kind of a serious cash for down payment at least?
of course they would. But it seems that you're still very undecisive of this route, how about I go ahead and give you some time to just think about it, get your numbers situated, and see if it's even a possibility for you later on. So what if I just follow up with you in like in a week or so and see where you're at by then? Okay. Right. Of course. I would have to hunt just because at the moment, I mean, I don't even know what you want. So I would have to figure out what you want first, and then we can go ahead and see if we can qualify some good people for a good home. But up until then, it's pretty much up to you whether you want to tell me yes or no. So whatever you okay. Okay. Right. Awesome. Okay. All right. Okay. Right. Oh man. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, go ahead. Awesome. Thanks. All right. You too. Bye bye. And that's how we're gonna end the show. That was a very extended call. He was still a maybe. I didn't do the very good job of qualifying in the beginning. Um, ramblers are ramblers and rambling are my weak points. So those are points that I have to get through. And then studying the agenda is still on my to-do list. So that is also another point that I have to work on. And that seems like to be our time. We'll go ahead and see you guys next week. Bye bye.